Okay. Now, and Vorontsov. That's, I think that was this one, wasn't it? Yeah, that's Vorontsov. We'll get him up to Bordeaux. Bordeaux is a fairly wealthy area. Where is it? That's Navarre. I want to go further than Navarre. Let's go to Bordeaux. The only thing about Bordeaux is that I can't recruit decent troops in there. No, I can't. I can only get Alpuchenia in there. But in Navarre, I think I can. So I might just get a few in there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because I can get 2 chevron infantry in there, can't I? Now up in Paris, I'm going to need to recruit in there because it'll take a couple of turns to get some decent troops out of it. Why am I looking at Toulouse? But the British might well go there, so see what we can do about this. Let's have some. I like these 20-pounder unicorns, they're fantastic. So I'm going to have a couple of those because I can. I know they take 3 turns, but I like them. So some grenadiers. I can get 2 chevron grenadiers in here as well, surely, because this is a good place. 1, 2 chevron grenadiers. And I can get some Jaegers. I need some of those. I'm a bit low on Jaegers in this area now. And what were those other nice looking ones? What are those? They're the new ones, aren't they? The Semenovsky Lifeguard Elite Infantry. So we'll have some of those. And then where are they? In fact, someone might be quite interested in these because these are the new troops. They are 80, 50, 11, 15, 15. If I have a look on here, range is 80, normal. Accuracy is 50, which is about 5 chevron infantry. So that's pretty good. Maybe slightly more than 5 actually. Reloaded skill 75. I think that's pretty good. I can't remember. Ammunition's the same as 10. Melee attacks pretty good. I think it's normally about 8 or 9, isn't it, for other infantry? But we have a charge bonus of 19, which is a pretty good charge bonus. That one. Defense 15 and morale 15. So that's pretty good. I think they also, let's have a look. They probably help other. Can hide in woodland, light scrub, resistance to morale shocks, inspires nearby units, that's a thing as well, and resistance cold fatigue, which they all have. I read something recently actually that said all elite troops have resistance to cold fatigue. That really surprised me. So the old guard, don't suffer cold fatigue in Moscow. I don't know where I read that, but I read that somewhere. Now near Paris should be Reims. Where's Reims? Is that Reims? Yep. I think in Reims I can get some good troops as well. So. Now, what can I get that's anything good? Ulans, 2 chevrons, so we'll have those. We'll have these as well. Musketeers in there as well. See if we can kick the minister as well for the navy. Navy minister. He's still no good, is he? No. Anything better? Aha! -1 recruitment cost for all naval units in the region, -1 upkeep cost for all naval units, +2 to naval military. Well, I'm not bothered about naval military technology research rate anymore. But the main thing is, +1 happiness to lower classes, nobility as well. -3 clamour for reform. So we might get a bit more growth in each area as well now, which would be nice because of that. Because that's just a general figure. Let's have a look in Moscow. I think we're making about. Well, our growth was about 130 per turn, wasn't it? Let's see what it is now. 135. So it's increased it by a little bit, I think, as well. By having him in there. Does it say anything about that? Yeah, government type. It's probably that one that gives it a +1. I'm really not too sure. Government type repression. Government buildings. Yeah, I think it'll probably be one of these government type repression, maybe, because it said he gives a repression bonus, doesn't it, or something, So anyway, it all adds ever so slightly to the growth of all of these towns. And next turn I should be getting 17,000. Now that's pretty good, bearing in mind we're taxing everywhere at the absolute lowest that we possibly can. Yeah. Okay, now I think I've got everybody in position now that I wanted to do. My question is really whether I want to go for this now. Just wondering. I think these have all moved anyway, aren't they? I'm just double checking them all. Okay. I'll leave him there, like I said, to pick up all these spies and gentlemen, anybody that's in this area, to take off to other places, you know, perhaps Sicily or whatever afterwards. I wonder if I need these in here. I think what I'll do, he's got 3 ships in there, and I've only got 2, but mine are steam paddle frigates, aren't they? I don't want to leave these ships too exposed out here, that's the problem. What's he got there? Dockyard. Now he's an ally, so we should be okay there. I'm just a bit concerned about this, which is one of my spice fleets. It earns a heck of a lot of money, this. If you look here, 4,325. When you consider we're earning about 17,000 in total, that would be a substantial loss, it really would. I could always increase the taxes, of course, but I don't want to lose all those merchant ships. It take a while to build up. I don't think there's much chance of him defeating them all 10 of them, plus a 38-gun frigate with these small fleets, but and what I'll do is I'll just bring those up in support as well, just to here, just in case I need to blockade this place, that's the thing. And then if they retreat, I think they'll be perfectly safe anyway. So okay, that's probably it. What happened to the Parma ships? Are they still moving, or have they moved? Losing track. I think that means they've no more movement left in them, do they? In fact, it wasn't those. It's these, isn't it? Yeah, I've already moved those. You can tell, can't you, that I'm sort of hesitating. What do I do with this? Do I attack it now, or do I wait till next turn? You know what they say, don't you? Why put off till tomorrow what you can do today? That's a very good expression, isn't it? I think it's probably worth me taking it now. I probably will. Okay, now when you attack a fortification like this, you can have all kinds of problems. So this is one of those rare occasions where I am actually going to do a save of this game, because I'm just a little bit concerned that if I go attacking there, something will go wrong. You know, in other words, it will crash on me or whatever. That's the thing. So let's go in there and siege it for a start. If it'll let me, I'm hoping they won't be able to get involved. No one will want to when I attack there to intercept me, so I'll be able to siege it. Let's see if it happens, see if it works. Declare war, yeah. I'm not going to call any allies to help. Right, Papal States. Remember, I had no alliance with them. Is it letting me? Yes, it is. Okay, so that is just over half. I've got 3 armies in there. He's got 2 armies in there. Yeah, the chance of me winning that, bearing in mind that's the dead centre just there, I'm just, I would say, just a smidgen over dead centre is slightly in my favour. I could well lose that and lose all 3 of those armies and possibly the generals as well. Obviously I don't want to do that, so what I'm going to do is siege that place there. Yeah. And then what I'm going to do is take one of these armies here, or perhaps both of them even, doesn't really matter to me, yeah, and I'm going to attack up there. And the reason for that is that that once this is sieged, that army there is then nullified, or neutralised if you like, so it's out of the way, so he won't be able to affect that kind of, that part of the attack. That's the main thing. So I hope that by attacking here, he will ideally withdraw, because there are too many armies for him to be able to fight. That will put him well out of the equation over here somewhere, and I'll then be able to attack that with my 3 armies and easily beat it on an auto-resolve. Right? But we'll see. If he wants to stand and fight, we can do that one as well with our artillery over there. So let's have a look. Ah, he's withdrawn. Okay, now really the best thing for me to do now is not to fight this battle. It is to just take the advantage of having 3 armies there just against the 1, I think. Right, let's have a look and see what opportunities it gives to me. Right, I've got 3 armies against 1, but unfortunately it is only just in my favour there. Only just in my favour. Now, the problem with that is that I could lose that. I'm going to try it anyway and then see, and if it doesn't work then okay, I'll just do an auto resolve. But click for advice on this panel. It's interesting, isn't it? I'm not going to click that. Okay, let's go for it. Okay, here's the battle plan. Let's use this general first of all to inspire one of my units. Let's do the 20 pounder first and then get the general out of the way. Last thing I want is for my general to get hit by any of his artillery, so let's get those out of there as quickly as we possibly can. Run them out of the way. I've inspired one of those units, so they should fire even better than they would do normally. I've got 20 pounders, I've got 10 pounders, they're all firing. Haven't set the sound on yet, I thought I'd just introduce things first, and I'm firing at this unit here that suddenly found itself outside the walls for some reason, so I thought we'd get rid of that one first. Look at that, all those guns firing. Masses of guns have just fired there, and we killed, what, 2 men? What's going on? Have they corrected it so that these unicorns aren't quite as effective as they used to be?